stations in China, guys. Be careful. It's crowded. Hey guys, we're here in the high-speed rail, and we're whipping through Liaoning province in Dongbei, heading towards Shenyang. You guys don't understand that China is like very rural and poor in a lot of areas, but the fact that this kind of infrastructure exists for these high-speed rails is pretty awesome. I wish we had something like that. Oh no, graves! They'll film the graves! I wish we had something like this in America. It's just so convenient. And it's very fast. We got 450 or 500 kilometers. It's only going to take us about an hour and a half or 2 hours because we're going 306 kilometers an hour. The ticket price from Dalian to Shenyang was 182 baht. So that works out to be like $28, $30. It's a little expensive. It is a little expensive, but it is definitely worth it. I mean, it's probably one of my favorite ways to travel because you can see the landscape going along. You can see the houses, the people like going about their daily lives, but it's super high speed. You know, the airplane is just kind of boring. But it's really cool, and from here, actually, I forgot to tell you, the entire Dongbei area is connected by high speed rail. So we'll be heading to Harbin after that. But anyway, today on the plan, we're going to go to Shenyang. We're going to eat some beef, some Dongbei food, and we're going to go to which is the old Japanese empire when they controlled Manchuria. It's supposed to be absolutely amazing up there, and we're going to kind of check that out and then head to Harbin the next day, so enjoy the ride. Welcome to Shenyang, guys. We were very surprised to find out this is the biggest city in northeastern China, and just really impressed by how developed it is. It's fairly wealthy and really cool. There's like all kinds of stuff going on. Very active, very young. Oh, look at this. Anyway, sorry for the detour. We've noticed like this style, fashion, food, everything here is like on the cutting edge of China in terms of China stuff. Everything's just awesome so far. It's an ancient city. It's the old capital of the Manchurian kingdom, and you can actually see it's still here behind these walls. In a way, much more historically interesting or historically preserved than Beijing in a few ways. Definitely gonna have a look at that. There's no way we're gonna miss that. But yeah, an active and very interesting city, to say the least, so far. So let's have a look. Let's explore a bit. Made it to the Imperial Palace of the Qing Dynasty in Shenyang. What they're failing to mention is that this is actually the palace of the Manchurians. Also, this is called Mukden, which was the Manchurian or Japanese, I can't remember. I think it was Manchurian name for this kingdom, and I'll tell you what, so far it looks spectacular. And I do love the way that it's kind of built into the actual city, and not like you don't have to take some random bus 6 hours outside like that Beijing piece of the Great Wall and stuff. This is actually just, it's here. And I have a feeling it's quite big. So we're gonna have to traverse this as quickly as we can before we run out of daylight. It's about 7 o'clock right now and the sun is going down, but looks like we have quite a bit more to deal with. Guys, have a look at this spread here. I'm just gonna say this. Here, Vivi, can you help me? This is a sour vegetable with rice, vermicelli noodles in a soup. And it's really good, and it's got shredded pork in it. It's wicked good. And what they do here is use this bread to suck it up. And I just really love the way that works, because in the West we use bread in our soups as well. And in Guangdong, where I live, they don't do that. So this is just absolutely fantastic. Really a welcome dish. Hearty, flavorful, in an area not known for strong flavors. And this gobaro is succulent. The sauce on this has a sugary glaze on probably the best breading I've ever had on anything fried. Highly recommended for this one. Gorgeously crispy. We get a tad bit gelatinous, and then you have the nice tender meat inside. Gorgeous flavors. It really has to be tried. I'm not picking this up. Amazing. And then the biggest surprise is this mashed potatoes, which I've never seen in China before, but apparently a very normal dish here in Shenyang. With a meat gravy on top. Haven't tried it. Excuse me. Surprisingly better than the American style mashed potatoes I'm used to, because that gravy is bomb, out of this world, savory to the extreme. Perfect amount of salty, and a great balance of kind of like acidity of the spring onions that are chopped up on there. It is out of this world delicious, and I'm gonna blow your mind here, guys. This whole meal, which you can see is impossible for me and Vivi to finish, is about 100 yuan, so it's roughly $17. Gets you enough food to feed a family of 10. Blown away. Shenyang has been awesome so far. The food exemplary. Come on down to the city, guys. Or should I say come on up to the city, guys, because it is fantastic. Seriously. Anyway, cheers. We'll see you at the ancient Manchurian capital tomorrow morning. So we're here inside of the Forbidden Palace of Shenyang, pretty much. You can see both languages because it's Manchurian and Han as well, being transcribed and everything, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna follow this ridiculously big map and go around and see what we can see. So far it's been pretty impressive. There are quite a few people here today. But let's go, let's have a look. So here we are. We've been walking around the old kingdom and capital of the Manchurian dynasty and also the Qing dynasty for a short period of time. This is basically an extension of the Forbidden Kingdom that you always see in Beijing, except it's a little bit less known. So yeah, we're having a good time. We're just checking around, seeing how the concubines live, how the wives have lived. We've also seen a lot in terms of old preserved stuff, which is very rare to see in China after a lot of the stuff was destroyed in a cultural revolution. So a good little time capsule here, and it seems like a lot of other people are getting a new fervor and interest in their old culture as well, which is nice. One thing I'm not interested in is having crippling diarrhea. Bros, I want you to get some perspective on the weapons that they're using here. Look at, they have a whistle arrow. It whistles as it flies through the air. And then here's the bows. Vivi, can you stand next to this so we can show people? Look at how big this bow is. Like, imagine, it's taller than you. Imagine using that. That'd be absolutely incredible. I'm assuming it's fairly lightweight, but it looks like it was made of some strong wood, very hard wood.
I think
it's birch.
Metal.
It's birch. No, it's not metal. It's birch wood. Oh, this was the sort of Naruchi here. Nurhachi, sorry. So basically, this was like the dudes that the Manchurians that rolled in. This kind of museum's kind of a testament to trying to get messed up real bad by the Manchurians. And it was weird because the Manchurians actually got together with the Mongolians and all the other banner tribes, and that's why they won. They just messed everyone up. It's cool, you can see all the weapons and stuff that were used. It's fantastic. Really beautiful. So this Nurhachi guy, this Manchurian dude, used to sit in this wooden chair.
And then like all the, you can see here,
yeah,
that's the main gate.
Right.
And all the, like, Wenguan, it's like, how can I say, they're doing some like, not fighting, but
right.
Wenguan is on one side and Wuguan is on one side. It's fighting and not fighting.
Okay.
Line up here. If anything they want to say, we'll talk about this.
Really? And the king sits here.
Yeah.
So the king is sitting in this wooden chair, and then his audience is down here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then all the guard is like in this little rooms.
Do you think he would be proud of what he sees today? I don't know why, I really like the back of this building over here. This one looks fairly preserved, like it hasn't been touched. Yeah, which is kind of cool. I hate to bust your bubble, guys, but hot pot is actually a Manchurian dish. Is the demon pig also? Uh-oh. All these dishes that the Cantonese and Sichuan people think they've invented. Nope.
Sachima, look at that. This is Manchurian food.
Oh, that's Manchurian food too. Well, there's a lot of influences, eh? It's crazy.
Look, that's how they eat. They use knife.
That's awesome.
Chopping a knife.
So this is the king's carriage that he'd get carried in. You can see in the diagram kind of how it went. You have guards all over him. So that's pretty cool. What's this? What do we got here?
That's just like Buddha car.
A Buddha car? They put Buddha in it?
Buddha, yeah.
Oh, they're Buddhists, that's right. Put Buddha in this car. Gotcha.
And especially the special day and ceremony. And they will just take out the car, take out the Buddha, go around, do something, and then move it back to the temple.
Huh. Cool. What do we got out here?
Oh, this is like they will hire. For example, it's somebody's birthday or like they feel bored. They will hire people to
perform
dancing,
here.
performing.
Ah, okay. Viv, you were just telling me about how the kings basically they would go. What would they do? They would travel all around the lands to find the most beautiful girls.
Yeah.
So
like the most beautiful girl to become their wife.
Okay.
Become his wife if he like.
Okay. So should we see what he got?
This all this other than the old woman is the king.
So
and the rest of them is
he did not do very well. I think, and this is just a guess from me, that his advisor, the person responsible.
This is Guangxu Huangdi's like real queen. It's a apparently the last king's wife.
I'm gonna say that his advisor, who's had the job to choose wives for him, did not do a very good job, and he could have possibly been blind. Maybe he just like walked around touching people and was like, oh, they're beautiful.
Look at that.
What?
It's also the picture.
Oh, let's have a look. Another. Oh God! Look at this woman. She's literally that woman. She looks like a white woman. The servant. Doesn't she look like a white woman?
Unless the kid
She looks like my grandma.
And look at
that woman's scary. Look at the woman on the left. She's a ghost.
You can directly tell the difference about how
let's have a look. Oh, they had Western people come visit, right? Let's have a look. Oh, these women are very old. Huh. Crazy.
How different how they look.
As you can see, these are really, really cool little ring watches. These were gifts from England, and then what they would do is put them inside of these here, which are very beautiful. Kind of reminds me of what motorcycle taxi drivers do to their bikes. Whoa, look at that. That's a big clock.
No, that's just
Clock bell. Most of these clocks are French and English. They're gifts to the kingdom. Wow, that's really elegant, isn't it?
The good part is they didn't put stuff on it.
Yeah. They didn't guide Zhuang.
People would do something here.
Oh, they put little like Chinese people on it for them.
It's not Chinese people.
Really? It looks like it.
No. Look at the dress.
Yeah, this Chinese is totally Chinese.
Look at the woman's dress.
Oh, I guess you're right. What are those little aminals?
Dog.
On the bottom?
No.
What are those?
I thought
Guys, a special treat for you guys. This is North Korean restaurant. They're playing North Korean music and everything. And they sell North Korean noodles, apparently, which is quite a popular dish up here with us being on the border with North Korea. There's actually quite a few of these places around here. I thought it was kind of interesting. So Vivi spotted a little place. What is this place?
according to the website, they were saying like they eat the bean and then mix with the...
What is a bing for non-Chinese speakers?
Huh?
What's a bing for non-Chinese speakers? 我也不知道. Maybe a fried naan bread? A flatbread. Flatbread.
Chinese pizza?
Chinese flatbread.
Okay,
And
this is the shenyang, which is like they normally would put the bacon or something. They use the smoke to smoke it.
Okay, so it's smoked meat.
Yeah, and then mixed with some like a special sauce,
Okay.
and also with their
Onions. Spring onions, yeah.
And then normally you put this and this on top of this, and then you eat it.
Try it out. Okay. We don't need to touch it. Vivi's gonna show us how it's done. That sauce, what is that sauce?
Maybe it's sweet, it's like, maybe it actually tastes like lemon taste.
Okay, let's have a try. How is it? It's good? Vivi usually doesn't like fried stuff or meat stuff that much, and especially northern food, but if she says it's good, then you guys should try it out. It's good? Cool.
Especially mixed with the onion.
Cool. Well, I'll say goodbye to you and your braid today. Thank you very much for your food review. Come try the robing here at, what's the place called? Cool. Thank you. You're watching the northern part of China go by. We're gonna enter into Jilin province here, which is the next more northern province, and then continue on to Harbin. You might know from the ice festival that they have every winter. We're gonna see it in the winter. A lot of in the summer, a lot of Russian influence there, and hopefully we have a good time. We're just finally getting over my horrible, crippling gut situation, because all my guts have rotted and I may die, but I'm trying my best to hold it together for you guys. It's one of the most horrific pains I've ever had inside of my gut, and it's just debilitating and it's difficult to go anywhere. So I'm keeping my energy, saving it up. We're on this high-speed rail, we're ripping through northern China just for you guys. And yeah, last impressions of Shenyang actually were totally surprising. A modern city, about the same size as Shenzhen, 9 million people, maybe 1 million less. Full of ancient history that's still kind of thriving, you know. The city's always had life in those areas. It looks very organic. It's huge. It's really cool. Pardon the lack of enthusiasm. It was really, really cool actually. Awesome food. Really pretty girls actually. Sorry, baby. Are you angry?
No.
Okay. Really pretty girls everywhere. Tall, thin. Most of them were not pretty, but I'm saying there were a lot of hot ones there. So definitely go up there and check out the ladies. Yeah, awesome city. Better than Dalian, for sure. Dalian was probably more pretty, but Shenyang was way more modern, and actually the win of the day is that I got these bad boys. These are my new pumped up kicks. These are my new Nikes that I got from a Nike shop. Legitimate, real, not counterfeit, in a mall, in my size, 46, which is 12 and a half. And I've never, to this day in China, in Shenzhen, Guangzhou, anywhere that was in like a normal retail store, have ever been able to find my size. So Shenyang for the win, for sure. Let's go check out Harbin, what do you say?